Actually, you know what? I don't care what you have to do.
We have a time limit, damn it.
So at about this time, hey bud, good night, bud. I love you. What? Oh yeah, smart. Yeah. Here you go. Your elbow. Hey sis. Good night. Oh okay. Love you.
Love you too. Good night.
Good night.
By the way, Dada, I caught Zora.
3 Zora? That's the little black and
Oh, that-
red fox thing, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Very cool. Okay, so Mr. Crash, at about this time, your character shows up.
He's not helping with the
he's
leap,
actually-
is he?
What's that?
He's not helping with the leap, right? That's not part of any of his duties.
Not yet to be determined.
Yeah, he's open to it.
But if you're here, typically, the more the better.
Okay, so it's a matter of just being a part of the watch, not be a part of the specific compound.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Like y'all had people from outside of your compound come in to show up, and
Did we?
Execute some children if need be.
Did we have other? I didn't notice all of them. He just turns up, I guess, very unceremoniously. Just walks in through the threshold.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a place you'd have ever been yet.
I don't think so.
But the Chrysantine compound, much different from the Onyx Tower, is very traditional city-like. Although small, it definitely looks like it could have been a lord's manor at one point. With its fields, they even have a place for livestock, statues in the front. It looks too peaceful, considering how harsh the Onyx Tower can be at times. But perhaps that's just because you weren't raised here.
Lucky. Is Caster out here? Like he's actually.
He is.
Just go walk up. He totally stealths up just as out of habit.
Hell yeah.
Shitty start, I say.
I mean, you do have a ring.
Yeah, but it's like a fucking use on this.
Okay. Alright, there's a chance.
There's a world.
There's a chance.
Not this one.
But it's not in this world. As you start walking up, I suppose make a perception check.
Sure.
If, say, your perception beats that 23.
Ooh. So close yet so far.
Shame. So, let's just open that one up.
Yeah. Took a little perusing around, but I love it.
So as you head up, you see Caster, who you know, but your character doesn't.
Yeah.
Sort of standing in this, looking up at these statues. And he turns as he hears you walking up, takes a look at you, but then relaxes his stance a little.
Are you a recruit there?
Watchman. Name's Caster. Who are you?
I'm Major Sebastian. Do you know where Commander Donna is?
He just looks confused for a second. Are you the one we were expecting?
What you told of me?
Our captain let us know someone would be here soon to help out.
Then I suppose that's me. Pleasure to meet you, Watchman Casto.
He just sort of looks confused for a second. They send rangers here?
They send rangers where rangers need to go, Watchman Casto. Is that a problem?
Just... sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Just not what I was expecting.
Then I would consider that a compliment. My question still stands, though. Do you know where your commander is?
Well, one thing I'm certain of. The commander will find you before you find him.
Don't worry, that's something all commanders do. Very well. Thank you. I'll take a walk around the premise.
Do you need some help?
No. I like to get the lay of the land myself. But, if you have any knowledge, how capable is your compound and holding live dark ones?
Holding?
Go on.
There's Benny. He's been
Benny?
with the compound for a while. It's like a training prop for the first years.
I see. I don't think the containment will be the same, unfortunately, but duly noted. Thank you.
Right, is it with you? Or are you
Not yet.
Oh, there's more of you? More rangers coming?
No. Just me.
Oh. Got it. If you head towards the middle, towards the big tower, that's where it normally hangs out.
Thank you, Watchman Casto.
He just does a little nod. And sorry if the mood's not too cheery. We've suffered a lot of losses recently.
That is unfortunate to hear. But such is our lot, Watchman Casto. You're all new to all of this, aren't you?
Just graduated.
I see. I can't say it gets any easier, I'm afraid. But take solace in the brothers and sisters you still have. I assure you the numbers begin to thin out, but the ones that do stick around are seasoned survivors. So you could take solace in that in due time. But I'll let you get back to... Looks at the statues. Whatever it is you're doing. Those statues don't usually give the best advice, let me say.
Just looks up at them as you leave. I think I'm inclined to agree.
Just
As
scan around.
you head in, you see a bunch of the underclass out doing some physical training. You see a couple other watchmen around. And then as you head in, you just see a single line from a UT hit in front of you. And within a few seconds, Donner is there.
Salute him.
He just looks at you. Ranger Sebastian.
Commander Donner. Commander Jiren sent his regards. I believe he has already made you informed of the situation?
Correct. If you have any questions, we can go somewhere and talk. If not, fall in with Captain Riker.
The Armada. No question
Correct.
yet, Cohen, so. I would like to check out... Watchman Casto was telling me of a certain Benny.
Ah, right. A lobotomized type 2.
Lobotomized. Is the compound capable of holding non-lobotomized dark ones? Lower threats, I assure you.
Alphonse has begun making preparations.
Perfect. I'll try to narrow down the queries. See if that might help. Are they aware of their situation? So, all the terms of the field and everything?
Negative.
Then I will keep it safe in secret then. Salute him back.
Do you have a timetable for when it's going to be brought here?
As soon as I set back out, sir. I'd like to get the lay of the land as well as any books on the local geography. After that, sir, I'll begin my hunt.
He just nods. I'll make sure to have the sister of a light out of here before you come back.
As you say, Commander. Thank you.
He does a nod. Welcome to Chrysantine.
Happy to be here, sir. And begin looking around for Captain Riker, which I imagine a lot of people have probably heard of him at this point.
Oh, yeah.
For one reason or another.
You head around. Well, I asked you, Crash, do you bump into anyone?
Where is everyone?
I don't know. We're playing in Fantasyland here.
Bump into Jericho.
Oh, I can't. No.
Watch where you walking here.
An Australian and a Frenchman walk into a bar.
I think you catch him as he's coming back. He's heading into the underclassmen's barracks from our barracks, carrying two sickly, not sickly, sickle-shaped blades in each hand. Kind of like at arm's length, even though they're probably clean enough. These are sickle-shaped blades. Sebastian would recognize them. Also, he's very small. You notice?
Yeah, he's apparently only half the size.
He fucking skids to his hole as the stranger walks in front of him. Oh, hello, Kent.
Tilts his head at the casual remark. Are you a watchman?
Aye.
Do you know what Captain Lyko is?
He looks to his left, and he looks to his right, and he looks behind him. He's like, well, he's not in those three directions I just looked. I don't want to check that building there. It's typically where the upper brass, upper crust tend to, drink their tea and that.
I see. Thank you.
Who are you? Sorry.
Oh.
Did I do something bad? But telling you where they are.
Do you think that's bad?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, just Sebastian.
Oh, a ranger that explains things.
Yes, don't worry. I've been plenty told about how asocial we all are. I assure you, that's not always the case.
Clearly, you're talking to me. That's pretty social. You know anything about smithing?
Depends on the type of smithy.
I didn't realise there were different types. Like weapon smithing.
What sort of materials?
He kind of holds up the two sickle stout sides. Looks at you like you're an asshole. Also, I guess he wouldn't be wearing his mask.
Sickle stud blades. I can't say I've done work with them. Sorry.
That's alright. No one is.
You'd be surprised.
Well, breaking new ground here anyway. Anyway, hope you find Riker.
So speaking of things you see there, Sebastian, a hoodless Jericho
With the weird eye and the vampiric teeth and everything like that.
Mhm.
It's
And
laser
also,
eye
speaking
boring
of
you.
which, what does Sebastian look like?
He looks always constantly fresh from the road, usually covered in various types of sediment. Although a more keen eye will notice that he usually has, I don't know, mud or like that sort of like water washed dirt on his boots up to his knees, across the back of his trench coat, stuff like that. He's dressed in light armor. At current, he does have a rapier and a crossbow with him, and he has a black wrapped parcel on his back that is about the height of him.
Oh.
Maybe a bit taller.
Nice studs, by the way.
I could say the same to you.
He
Question.
looks down at his ratty, stained, many-holed garments, and he's like, well, I'm actually in the process of making a new outfit.
You're a Dampio.
Well, you said coming right out with it. Yeah. What of it?
How long?
Kind of looks down at himself again, and back up at you, and he says, just shy of 6 feet, I think. Last I checked.
I meant how long have you been a Dampio? There's only one natural Dampio I've ever heard of, and you're not him.
Oh, no. Not even 5 years, maybe. A little under that.
How did that happen?
Well, the usual way. Cursed gypsy rid my fortune.
They often do that. Did she take your money too?
Always do.
Shakes his head, tisking. Rookie mistake.
Oh, what the fuck? Alright, just ignore that.
Just got determined to see it. If it's... I'm not gonna bother rolling insight.
Yeah, no. I was worried you would. Right, well. Off we go then.
Are you in Reiko's class, by the way?
Oh no, I was one of the Strix Blades. If you see pretty much any other blokes around here, they were probably one of the Rikers.
And you're a graduate, you're a full watchman. So you'll be
Again.
assisting with things to come.
Oh, that's right. Your Riker said that some bloke was going to be stopping by and helping with that. I reckon that's you, right?
Apparently.
Yeah,
I was out of it.
No, it's probably for the best that we're bringing an outside element in on this.
What makes you say that?
It's just some of the others. We know these kids. Know these kids to some capacity.
Do you have faith in them?
Yeah.
You're a good liar.
I wouldn't know. I never lie.
A good liar makes others think he's not lying. But, in all seriousness, do you not have faith in them? If I'm being honest, I don't know exactly why we're putting such young souls to the test so quickly. I haven't been made aware yet.
Sure, Riker will tell you if you ask. It's a bit of a long story.
I only know that some of you have gone through some real shit.
You can say that again. Tell you what, not that I'm gonna disclose any top secret information to you, Ranger or not, but, well, the shit these year ones have gone through. Well, are they year ones? These underclassmen have gone through. Well, I never had to go through that. At least when I was their age.
I doubt many of us ever will. Let's hope it stays that way.
Mm-hmm.
Between you and me, The real reason I'm here is I'm giving I suppose you could say a scouting of prospects. Us rangers are not so numerous these days. The Velcourt saw to that. So, in your honest opinion amongst these young blood, anyone I should keep my eye on?
To be good candidates for rangers.
I mean, I would start counting some of your class as well, but I imagine your picks are already decided.
He gives a half shrug and says, well, rangers seem to be smart, light on their feet. I would reckon there's a half-elf named Quentin who's real good with traps and more on the side of not being noticed. It's more his prerogative than fighting anything. Shows good promise. Victor as well, though, I'd imagine he'd probably want to pick something else. Something that puts him more in line with, shall we say, academic pursuits. Other than that, well...
So a White Watch member.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ask some of the upperclassmen, they probably have a better idea.
As you're having this conversation, you do notice Goddard has started to approach.
Oh, that's right, him! He points at him with one of the sickle blades. What's this?
I overheard you are from the Rangers. This is correct.
See?
You have keen nails, recruit. That is correct.
I will be joining you when my time is done here.
Awful lot of confidence.
Not unwarranted.
Is that so? What's your name, recruit?
Goddard.
Got it. Well then, recruit got it. We'll see about that. But if Watchman Jericho here is willing to vouch for you, I imagine you're already doing good things.
He just looks over. It appears Watchman Jericho has made an accurate assessment.
Is this all cobblestone here?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
can't do the thing.
Yeah, you can do the thing.
Have God here show you a patch of dirt around here. He'll do a thing for you. It's a real cool trick.
I need to talk with Captain Wyckoff, the Armada, first. But afterwards, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, he'll come find you if he wants.
So, I very much doubt that. No one could just suddenly find me as much as my own captain, probably. But recruit got it. Know this. It is our job as rangers, and eventually yours if you make it, to go out, observe, and report back in. So hone those skills. I think you have keen senses. That's good. I would also recommend being knowledgeable on anything and everything you can observe. All the better to report back with. An educated report.
He does a nod. I understand the task ahead of me, and when it comes time, I will complete it.
I love this kid.
He looks to you and does a nod. Rangers do not salute in the field, from what I have understood. So I will see you soon when I am amongst your ranks. Before turning and making his leave.
He's so cool. He's so cool.
That was interesting. He suddenly has a lot more spirit than the other recruits I normally see.
He's built different.
I
Yes, he
suppose
is.
so.
Speaking of building, I gotta go put these into
Of course.
something.
I won't keep you, Watchman Jericho. Thank you for your assistance and for the talk.
Ain't no problem, cunt.
Do you call everyone that?
He leaves.
He shouts after him. I'm not offended, by the way. You should hear one of our other rangers. She's equally insane.
He stops and turns around like you hear like the vertebrae fucking snap. Equally? What do you mean?
If we ever all meet together, I'll introduce you to her.
Oh man, if he could blush. He goes inside.
Continue
Okay.
going towards the main building.
Yeah, absolutely. You go and head in. Presumably, or do you wait outside?
Nah, I got to report in. Let's go ahead. Not issued on downtime yet. So
As you enter, you begin walking and you see a young man in loose-fitting clothing with hair sort of slicked over one side and trimmed all the way down on the other, with sort of like bummed out look on his face, has just hands in his pockets as he's walking down the hall. He looks up. Wait, I don't know you. Who are you?
Okay, as Ranger Sebastian, have I heard of Seven?
Maybe. I leave it up to you.
Watchmen 7, I assume. It's been a while.
Oh shit! Did we meet? Hey, you. How's it been?
I'm Ranger Sebastian 7. I think we worked together a long time ago. Better part of a decade.
Is that? Damn, is that true? He just points. Were you on the scouting for Boggy Willow?
No, I wasn't. I believe there's something around towards Endor.
Or
Following a dark one that got a bit too big for its britches.
oh, by the Sangelia, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm,
Oh my god, the one that walked into the barrier and.
that one.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
It was. But you don't remember me still, do you?
I remember him catching a flames.
Uh-huh. Well, I
And
suppose it's good to see you again regardless.
Might be. Sebastian, I won't forget it again.
Insight check. Insight check that shit.
Oh, that's pretty good. Will he forget it again?
Guaranteed.
Oh my god! The next time I see him in the combat, he's already gonna have forgotten me.